So yesterday my friend asked me, who's your favorite YouTuber? And I couldn't give him an answer immediately. And you see, this was quite surprising to me because I spend so much time on YouTube and I'm a simple consumer, so anytime Lemino uploads his yearly video, I'll give it a watch. And if Mr. Beast pops up and I feel like it, I'll just click it and watch the entire thing. But most of the time, you see, I don't actually go into the search bar, type in Mr. Beast, and then select one of his many videos. What I do is I just go to www.youtube.com, scroll through my recommended, and I open the videos that I might like in new tabs, and then I'll just sit through them one by one. And you see, this has never really bothered me for the longest time, because if I'm not enjoying a video, I just have to stop watching, close it, and move on to the next one. But I guess in the seconds following my friend asking me that question, I just felt sort of uneasy. You see, I spend so much time on YouTube, every day maybe a couple of hours, and I think I just felt a little bit uneasy because even though I spend so much time on this platform, it's not like I'm actually choosing the content that I'm consuming. Even though I'm filtering the videos from my recommended, I mean, that's exactly what it is. They're recommended to me by some unknown algorithm made by some company who just wants to make money. And at the end of the day, I'm just a consumer reduced to a mere number on their OKR dashboard or their income statement, and that kind of irked me a little bit. I mean, time is important to me, time is important to everybody, but how I'm spending these sort of leisure entertainment hours is actually just a product of me trusting an algorithm to know my own tastes and preferences better than myself. And I don't know how I let it get to that. I think it's pretty sad to think about it. So as the quote goes, how you spend your day is how you spend your life. And I'm not actually taking active decisions in how I spend those 2 hours every day. And if you extrapolate that idea further, it's like I'm just surrendering such a significant part of my time and my life to all of these large corporations that couldn't care less about me. And I would say that this YouTube thing is actually just a really small example of the problem. So it's much more pronounced on these short form social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. And honestly, it's pretty sad because sometimes I'm on the MRT, I'm just looking around and I see all these small toddlers just scrolling through TikTok and watching videos with the Subway Surfer gameplay at the bottom half of the screen. And I don't know, it's kind of scary how the world we live in has come to that. But yeah, maybe we might be the first generation that actually regresses. And that's a scary thought in all of these years of humanity. So in short, silent protest to this beautiful app of TikTok and how everything is so over-engineered and over-optimized to trap our attention, here's me just standing and staring at the camera for a good 10 seconds in short, silent protest. But yeah, I can't even stand still for 10 seconds, so let's just get on with this video. So there's actually a lot of dystopian literature and media just talking about these issues and portending and foreshadowing everything that is going to happen. And I haven't written the script until here, so let me just let myself explain. Yep, thank you, future me. But yeah, obviously when we're consuming all of this dystopian content, I mean, we know it's not the world we want to live in. But in reality, isn't our world sort of becoming kind of similar to that? And why is it when it comes to our own personal lives, why is this so hard to see? And I mean, this is just sort of scary for me to think about because no matter how many documentaries or videos or exposés come out about how these social media companies are exploiting everything and optimizing everything so that they can trap our attention and exploit us and our personal information, blah 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 blah. I mean, we're still going to keep coming back to them, and myself included. So I've gone on way too many social media detoxes, and they always last for like a good maybe 2, 3, 4 days, and I always install Instagram one more time then I uninstall it. So yeah, that's a problem. I guess the phenomenon of people going back to social media, I mean, it's pretty understandable. I mean, social media really sells a dream that sort of nothing can replicate. I mean, where else can you meet somebody over the internet without leaving your house. And where else can you talk to somebody on the other side of the world? I mean, this is something that's totally new, and this is only because of social media that we can do such things. And let's face it, if you just want to escape the world a little bit for 5, 10, 15 minutes, I mean, TikTok is your best friend. So you just open it, scroll until you see a cat video or some dark humor or whatnot, and yeah, your mood is like 10 times better unless you start overthinking about why social media is the way it is. But if you don't do that, you'll be pretty happy, or on the surface, I think. And yeah, these algorithms aren't all bad, definitely. So Twitter was a good source of journalism last time, so you'll get all the exposés and investigative journalism pieces going viral there, which is pretty good for the checks and balances of the world or whatever. But obviously in recent times it's sort of been overshadowed by all the controversy surrounding social media, like the fake news and whatnot. But yeah, I do concede that social media has its benefits, and sometimes when the algorithm works properly, it's great. And it does bring important stories to public consciousness. So like, I mean, without social media, how would I know what happens to the last person to leave the circle? Will he actually win $100,000? Like, this is all pretty life-changing things, if you ask me. So yeah, if I were to literally just step back a bit, I think it's pretty surreal how I'm surrendering so much of my life to social media. And when I'm in the process of doing so in my everyday life, it's not something I actually realize. I think that is pretty scary. And I think it's also pretty concerning how it seems like nobody else is talking about this. I mean, obviously there are a lot of people on Instagram, YouTube, going on these social media detoxes, but a lot of things should be done to bring all of these talking points into the public conversation again. I mean, when Social Dilemma was released about 3 years ago now, it's pretty stirring, and a lot of people, it got the conversation going. But I mean, when has anybody else heard from Tristan Harris since then? So I think there's a lot more that we can do. And actually, maybe we don't have to do anything, but I mean, it's just a personal take that I don't want to be spending my life looking at how other people are spending their life on social media. That's not how I want to spend my 20s. So I guess all I'm saying is that I don't really know what to do. So I do enjoy watching YouTube videos from time to time, but I do recognize that I probably shouldn't be consuming as much content as I am. Or at the very least, if I do consume the content, it should be from a more active sort of place, rather than just watching whatever the algorithm thinks I want to watch. So maybe for now I'll just chill and tone down on my media consumption, just rewire my brain a little bit, and focus on making things that actually make me happier and fulfilled. Like this video. And I do acknowledge that there's some element of hypocrisy because I'm talking about how I don't like the idea of watching YouTube videos, but here I am making a YouTube video, but let's just not get into that. So to my friend watching this, I don't really have an answer for you, and I don't think I will know who my favorite YouTuber is. But I hope I am your favorite YouTuber, and I hope I'll see you in the next video as well. So cheers, and thanks for watching if you made it all the way here.